All right, we're back with more trailer building. Got a lot to do here, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done today, but I'm going to lay out kind of what we need to do, and we'll see how far we get. So, first thing, not in order of appearance or order of what I'm actually going to do, but first thing we have are some stabilizers for the rear here. I flirted with the idea of using, I'm going to eventually have some 2x2 square steel poles going up here to support the top frame, and I was thinking about kind of using that as a drop down rear stabilizer, but just everything behind it was going to be more of a pain in the butt than a simple already ready system. Problem with that is I wasn't sure how long I could get, so this will give me just enough clearance. I may have to put like a 4x4 down to gain myself a little bit of distance because it's so high off the ground here. But these should work. So they get mounted in kind of an angled fashion. I'll have the back piece here sticking out, angled off on both sides. That's number one. Number two is getting this the top frame here. So the cap for this whole thing kind of tacked out and rough assembled. So the idea is I'm going to have these on the sides. There's going to be 1-bys going over here to give me added clearance in the back and the front. I'll have another one of these in the center for some structural stability, and probably some more 1-bys going along the intermediate between the midpoints there. So that'll get framed out. I have some angled steel here. It's 1x8 inch angled steel, and the idea behind that is I'll chop these up into probably 2-inch sections or so, put 4 along the sides, and then they'll screw off through the steel, through the angle into the bottom side of this. And I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to put a nut on the back side and just weld it off so I can just unscrew and screw it on, but I might need that play. This is for future if I have to take it off down the road and do any kind of work and get inside the access to fix water tank issues or whatever. So that's one of the other things. I guess the third thing, again not in order, but I need to seal these off. So once I put that framing on, it's going to be exposed whole, and I'd rather have that sealed off. So I have some 1/8 inch stock steel 2-by that I'll stick in here and weld that off right like that. And then we come around to the front. The other thing I need to do. So I have a new front jack here. This old POS is just crap, so I wanted to get something a little better, a little easier to use, but not so rattly, hopefully, as this other one. Problem is, eventually, like I've said before in the past, I want this is going to get cut out, and I'm going to put a new tailgate here. So when I put that new tailgate, I need to make sure that when I open it, it doesn't come down and land on this jack stabilizer. So I marked out the end point of where that tailgate's going to end here, which means this this piece right here, if I were to mount it there, it would impact here, or if I mounted it on the outside, it'd get in the way of the truck. So what I have to do is cut this here, and then I'm actually going to flip it around and mount it with the center at this point. So it goes from this center to that center. It gives me just enough distance that when I rotate it at this point, it's going to land inside this pocket here and won't interfere up here, and allow me enough space for the back or front tailgate here to open. So like I said, pretty ambitious Saturday, but we'll see how far we can get. Yeah, and then go from there. All right, time lapse, go. All right, well, we've got one of the steps done. Got the tops here all installed. Now you can see I need some Bondo, probably right like in some of these spots. Fill this in. If you can actually look down the way, yeah, let me get it better. Yeah, so if you look down, you can see like just it's kind of a little out of level. There's some kind of warping in there, so I'm gonna take some Bondo, kind of smooth it out as much as I can, so that when this sits in there will be a gasket of some kind sitting between there to provide a weathertight seal. But I want to get it semi-smooth. I Bondoed, fiberglass Bondoed a lot of it, but I think I'll come back with like a finished Bondo to get it nice and smooth, as smooth as I can. And which means I need to move on to the next step. I was going to do the framing, but because I need to Bondo it first, I'm going to go on to the stabilizers. So mostly because I have to lay on the ground doing that, and I'm ready for it. All right, so let's do that. All right, we're calling that a day. 2 of the 4 tasks complete. We have rear stabilizers. Ooh, I'm pretty pumped about it. This is like the single most improvement I think to this thing so far. Only because now I can put these things down and not worry about overloading the rear here with the cooler and everything else. So big stuff. You want to see how it works? All right, check it out. Ready? Slow mode. Fast mode. And so like I said, the all the way down is not quite there, so I'm gonna probably just have some 4x4s. Geez, sorry, camera's all over the place. Probably just gonna have some 4x4s that I put underneath here, carry with me. Probably some bigger, maybe some bigger like high lift type mats to give me some more surface area when I put it down. But that's it. So I can fairly quickly put that thing up and down. The problem with getting a bigger jack, so I could have gone a size up, However, I would have really been coming in here to the tire wheel well. Right now, I mean, the wheel where it's actually located is like back here, if you can see that. So even if it flexed all the way back, which it's physically impossible to do with the axle setup that's on there, we'd be good. So, whew, all right. And then like I showed you, we have everything ground down, and we'll get some Bondo to fix that up. But that's it for this one. A little update for you. Hopefully we'll have some more progress on the next one. Thanks for watching.